learn to respond in different moods. As emotionally driven human beings, we sometimes do or say things which are regretted afterwards. This is why it is very important to learn the art of responding rationally at all times. Keep in mind, we are not aiming to suppress our emotions here. We are only looking for a way to express our emotions in a smooth and civilized manner. According to Daniel Goleman, a phenomenon called amygdala hijack can occur when the brain is overwhelmed by emotions. The amygdala is the center for emotions and emotional behavior. This area of the brain goes into an emergency mode and makes us obsess about whatever is causing our distress. The goal of self-management is to recognize these feelings as a hijack and bring back mental clarity. Researchers Stanley Schachter and Jerome E. Singer have formulated the two-factor theory of emotion. According to this theory, if people experience an emotion for which they have no explanation, the brain automatically attributes it to the present circumstances, surroundings and situation. For example, you are walking in the woods and see a lion. You begin to tremble and your heart begins to race. The two-factor theory proposes that you are actually interpreting your physical reactions and then concluding that you are frightened. In an experiment, participants were made to undergo a mood-altering experience or were recruited based on their pre-existing emotional states. In various tests following, it was found that the logical reasoning of the participants was greatly influenced by their emotional state, thus revealing the importance of efficiently processing our emotions. Life on this planet is not always easy. We constantly face a variety of situations created for a variety of reasons. It is a very important thing to keep our cool and composure in all these situations so that people can look up to us as rational human beings who have the capacity to handle emergencies and work with other people. Recently, Goleman, 2000, conceptualized self-management as a part of EI. Self-management comprises self-control, trustworthiness, consciousness, adaptability, achievement orientation, and initiative. Goleman 1995 says EI involves self-control, zeal and persistence, and the ability to motivate oneself. He defines self-control as the ability to keep disruptive emotions and impulses under control. Self-management has also been understood as self-regulation. Goleman 1998 conceived self-regulation or self-management as a component of EI. Emotional self-regulation means managing impulses as well as distressing feelings. However, the concept of self-management is not limited to the management of disruptive or negative emotions. The self-management process may be encouraged and maintained by desirable long-term consequences. Self-management is defined here as the set of strategies a person uses to influence himself or herself. There are two general categories of self-management strategies: behavioral self-management and cognitive self-management. Behavioral self-management strategies deal with the action, for instance, self-set goals, self-observation, self-reward, self-punishment, behavioral rehearsal, etc. While cognitive self-management strategies deal with the thinking or patterns of thoughts, for instance, positive self-talk, opportunities versus obstacles, building natural rewards into the task, self-job redesign, development of self-efficacy, etc. The main idea is to focus on personal positive opportunities for improvement and accomplishment rather than negative external constraints. It suits to the aim of positive psychology.